On June 14th, we have an interesting aspect taking place that I felt the need to talk about. We have Saturn squaring Uranus for the second time. The first time it took place back in February. They were both direct at that time. Now Saturn is retrograde squaring Uranus, and the third time that we're going to see this aspect take place, December 24th. And they will both be direct once again. So what does this mean? Well, this is basically a power struggle. We're feeling this inside of ourselves, and we're obviously seeing this in our external realm, especially on the greater global stage where the collective is playing out. So this is a conversation between Saturn, again, who is retrograde in Aquarius, who rules over karma, who rules over roles and responsibilities, especially in society. It rules over restriction, where rules are put in place where, we want to stay the same, where there's too much building on us. We want to stick to tradition. We're feeling held back in a lot of ways. And then, the need for structure, the need for stability kind of challenges this Aquarian energy, this Uranian energy. Uranus actually rules over Aquarius, but Uranus is in Taurus, which is an earth sign. He's not so happy there. So this is kind of like a disruption because the Uranian energy wants to progress, wants to move forward, wants to free us, wants to liberate us from all the things that are holding us back, from all of the life lessons that we've now learned that we want to move away from all of the things that we really feel are weighting on our shoulders way too heavily at this time and creating a lot of chaos. So it's almost like there is a need for individual freedom versus global safety and security. Now, inside of us, we're all having this power struggle because part of us wants to stick to the same old, same old. Part of us finds, safety and security in sticking to the same old thing. But there's also this part of us that just wants to abandon everything that we've known, to move on, to explore, to throw ourselves into a brand new adventure. We want spontaneity. We want to see things happen differently, but it's going to really come down to our individual efforts on what it is that we're actually going to do for ourselves. Are we going to revolve, again, Saturn, karma, retrograde, around the same old things, the same old life lessons, the same old topics, or are we going to evolve? This is Uranian energy, progressiveness, innovation, busting free, rebelling from the old restrictions and old conformity. So there's a lot of frustration that comes up here because this isn't a dialogue that feels good to anyone. There's a huge difference in opinion, both within ourselves and, of course, ourselves versus the other people in our realms. And when you look on the global stage, it's not hard to see the division. And it feels like this difference of opinion is holding things up. It's blocking progress. And of course, that is enough to tick us all off. There's a clash of wants, needs, and desires happening here. Again, within ourselves, then within our immediate external realities, and then on the global stage. So this is a time of readjustment. This is a time where we're going to experience setbacks. Why? Because we're not allowed to move forward yet until we make peace with our choices from the past that got us in this particular mess in the first place. So I felt it was necessary to talk about this because it is, on the grand scale of astrology, a pretty big deal. So I want you to pay attention for the middle of the month. I want you to do some really good reflection on what was going on back in February for you and see how the same topics and themes are coming up for you once again.